token of from us here at G10, definitely, you know, we want to make sure that we, you know, send you on your way appropriately for your 30 years of dedicated, honorable, and committed service, not just to the nation, but to the Marines and to your family. And I can tell you right now that none of this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for that special woman right by your side. She texts me.
Thank you.
Since 1985.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, so she texts me, she's like, hey, you know, I don't know if you guys are planning anything, but this is what he wants. I'm like, that's what he wants, that's what he gets. So we coordinated, you know, and I thought I got busted because when you were behind my computer the other day, I'm like, oh, his tackle box is right there. I don't know if he's going to recognize that. Did you see it? It was right by your feet. I was trying to get her to pick it back up. I was like, oh, I think he busted me and, you know, and figured out what we were doing. But so she kind of gave us a picture of idea what you wanted. Gunny Campbell had the homie hookup with one of his boys, and you know, we got this put together for you. So before I actually read off and present it to you, I want to go around the horn to all of G10 family, you know, just for everyone to give their parting shots. So let me start with you.
Thank you for the knowledge, professionalism. 30 years is quite a long time. I only hope that I could make it there one day. The candid jokes, what else we talk about? The not so appropriate joke, but it was just between us. You were a part, you know. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
Pastor Gus, thank you for everything. I did appreciate the backup that I needed when I needed to do my job since I'm going through so much. And I hope that following your footsteps as far as bringing that is to get applied to my civilization.
Thanks, Pastor Gus. I had an enjoyable time. I enjoyed interacting with you. I think you enjoyed testing my sense of humor often, you and many others. I greatly enjoyed our conversation.
Not used to
and
his sense of
many
humor.
conversations that I found very beneficial. I appreciate the moments.
Thank you for your disagreements. Because I have my own opinions, and it's great when people disagree with you. They make you think in different ways about, you know, maybe different sections think different ways about things, and yeah. Thanks for the disagreements. You really did make me think differently about a few things. You might not change my mind, but you at least made me like consider other viewpoints. And I appreciate that.
What can I say? Coming into safety, it was nice to come into a shop that already had everything lined up, and just to progress it forward and have someone in step with your thoughts and already 2 steps ahead of you and how you need to get there, even from your professionalism on the safety side and your wealth of knowledge on the green side, being coming from Navy and then sub side, so it was way off base from where I came from, and to make the transition seamless into this shop that, like we all know, that it is not always looked up to or looked out for or even given a crap about. To see the caring and the professionalism and the truth and open and frank dialogue and open and frank discussions between our service and the people we work with and work for. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you over there if you get over there. I think we get transferred.
I'm glad I have your phone number, and I'm finally glad that I got to finally replace you. I'll keep
Pastor Gus, thanks for passing your knowledge, really appreciate it. All the time you helped me out in Okie, especially with dealing with the loop, so, you know, needed that over there. But I really appreciate all the knowledge you passed, and I'll stay in touch. I'm sure I'll see you around in the safety community.
So,
Pastor Gus, you've only known me a short time. Already made an impression. Love the personality. It would have been great to work with you longer, but even though I haven't been with you that long, I thank you wholeheartedly for your service and for everything that you've made. Officer side, the force multiplier you've been for guidance throughout the years. So didn't get to experience it, but I can believe it.
Well, I've only been here a short time, and you've always treated me very professionally.
courteous. I find it funny that your transition couldn't be like an adventurous. You had to have a hurricane and everything to see your way out. Yeah, pandemic. It could be like easy, but thank you.
Thank you. Master Gans, it's a pleasure working with you here and out in California as well. I was glad that when I found out I was coming here, that I found out that you were the chief. Thank you for your mentorship. And even though it wasn't always easy dealing with me, I do appreciate everything you did for me because I know it made me better. So I do appreciate it. Thank you.
And to wrap it all up, so,
Oh, did you forget somebody?
Master Guns, I would say congratulations. It is truly remarkable to be with a Marine or sailor that spends 30 years in the service. To you and your family, great opportunity all throughout your entire career of bringing people back that has gotten you to this point. Not many Marines stick around for 30 years, and it's something that you should forever be proud of, as well as your family and those that are standing here now. An opportunity to see someone that's able to achieve that. So congratulations to you and your family. This is certainly your day, and you should definitely enjoy it. So thank you.
Thank you.
so, to wrap it all up. So, we actually crossed paths back in 2010 when I was Staff Sergeant SAR, hosting a senior leaders workshop, and you know, and you definitely made an impression on me then. You know, because obviously, for those in uniform know, as a Staff Sergeant, it's not easy to get senior people to listen to you. You know, so that was the first thing that struck me the most about him, was just his humility and his openness, you know, to be able to receive whatever little knowledge that I had at the time, you know, to impart on the group. And then as fate will have it, you stick around the Corps long enough, we ended up at 3rd MLG together, where, you know, we didn't actually have a 10, but he worked right across the hall for me. And my 3 most favorite Steve Kirstie moments, most favorite, I gotta tell it again, I had an individual, the Sergeant Major over there, whom I did not like. He was a Group Sergeant Major. He gave me a freaking hard time every single day of my life. And I was like, man, if I could just get a chance, I would punch you in the face. Or if somebody could just do it for me so I wouldn't get in trouble. And Master Guns did. We had a meeting, and he started with his old Sergeant Major antics, and then right out of left field, Steve Kirstie with the boom, hit him with the finger. I'm sorry. And I was on the side. I was like, yes, thank you so much. Shut him up. I was like, good. Then the second time, at my formation promotion to Master Sergeant, same Sergeant Major, working for this guy for 2 years, fumbling and bumbling, don't even know how to pronounce my name correctly in front of my family and friends. And then here goes Master Guns out of the back of the formation. He's only been working for you for 2 years and you still can't get his name right. I was like, thank you. And then third was, and this is why I love this man, was, you know, I worked so hard day in and day out over there, unappreciated, no problem. But I was so stressed one day that my vision went blank at work, at my desk. I couldn't see a thing. And it's the times when you really need someone and you really need leadership, where I think it really defines the type of leader you are when your Marines need you. Like, we have the saying where you don't know when you're not leading if your Marines don't bring you their problems. And he wasn't my direct leader. You know, I reported directly to the Chief of Staff and the CG and the Command Deck. But I started to panic, and I thought I was gonna die because the room just blacked out. I was like, I'm going down. And I checked my heart, I was like, nope, my heart's still beating, I'm fine. I'm not gonna die, I'm still alive, but I still can't see anything. And the first person, the first name that popped into my head to ask for help, that I needed help from, was him. And no one else. I just thought, I need help. Who can I go to for help? Master Guns Kirstie. I walked across the hall, I stood in this doorway. I was like, Master Guns, I can't see anything. Don't panic, but I just need to go to the emergency room. And he just quickly put his blouse on, let's go, escorted me to the car and took me to the emergency room. And, you know, the type of love that he's shown someone like me, had a rough career, just a bad leadership that, you know, really took advantage of their positions. And it's the first time I came across someone that was genuine, authentic, you know, and and he protected me like a brother. He protected me like a brother. When I got to Okinawa, my brother had just passed. You know, a lot of people know he committed suicide, and my world was just, and it took me a long time to find myself. And then running into the type of leadership that I had over there didn't help the situation any. But the way he hovered over me and was always behind me, and he didn't have to, it reminded me, you know, of that big brother that I lost. And even when I came here, fate brought us together again. Ran into some more difficult situations, but you know, I would go to him. Sometimes it's just venting, and that bursting bomb just took hold, and he's like, made a phone call, go over here, you're good, you know, and he always cleared the way for me, and I never forget that. And I really appreciate you, Steve. I love you. Anytime you pick up the phone and you call me, I guarantee I'll be there without question, without hesitation. Thank you so much for what you've done for me and my family. You know, my wife going through postpartum. And again, just always there to watch my back and, you know, to make sure that I take care of my family. You know, because a lot of times, you know, again, your senior staff and CEO, suck it up, you know. But you never gave me those answers. You were always there to support and guide me. And I know that even for the things that I know that you've done for me, there's some things that are happening right now from a certain individual. I'm like, I know you were the one that made that happen. I know you had a talk with him and made that thing happen. So I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. All right. This is a small token. You deserve way more than this, but sorry, you know, this is all we can afford. It says to Master Guard Sergeant Stephen R. Kirsty from 15 October 1990 to 31 October 2020. Today, we salute your 30 years of service to the United States Marine Corps. Throughout your countless duty stations, your personal example of leadership, proficiency, and concern for Marines, sailors, and their families are of the highest standards of excellence and serves as an inspiration to all. Thank you for your honorable and dedicated service to your country. Fair winds and following seas.
I always wanted to win one of these at one of the service academies. Sergeant scores, I was number 2 by 0.3 of a point. Gunny scores, I was number 2 by a little bit more, but still. We don't want to talk about staff yet. But thank you, everyone. Been a long time coming. I don't think I would have been the fit for this place had I not transitioned from who I like to call Evil Steve to who I am today. Because my wife will tell you, there were a couple Marine Corps balls who I thought it was appropriate for them to come up and tell her what an a-hole I was. Because I didn't know any other way to live.
Okay, alright.
And your leadership is constantly progressing. Master Sergeant is doing a lot of work on trying to help everybody out there get to where I think I am now, as being a more understanding and giving leader. Sai is an outstanding mentor. He's affected me as much as I've affected him. So the rest of the G10, what we do matters. Don't ever think it doesn't matter. Hazmat, it freaking matters. Because when the shit gets in the water and it gets to my big niece and she's drinking nasty shit because some a-hole kid does not take care of his trash, that matters. You got any peer for you, you know exactly how important your job is. As do you, man. Even though it seems like sometimes like we're just over here twiddling our thumbs trying to figure it out. What we do matters. And we have made an impact on the MLG. It might not seem like it, but we have. we got the E-flags flying. It's a small victory for us, right? Maybe we won't have any more heat casualties. But I love y'all. Y'all have my phone number. It hasn't changed in, I've had this phone since 2013. And it's not gonna change anytime soon. And, I know the plans are for me to go to Okinawa. I'll have a .mil account, just won't say Master Gunny Kirsty anymore. I guarantee you, I'm the only Kirsty in the gal. If you ever need me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook. There aren't a whole lot of KERSTEs out there. And if you ever need me for anything, do not hesitate. Thank you all. I'd like everybody to sign the back of this so I can remember who you are when I'm old and soft in the head.
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
Next week.